Do you get a strong sense of achievement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do actually. Before I'd started running, I did a charity fire walk, and during that training for 2 hours there was some chanting, I'm strong, I'm powerful and I'm magnificent, and it was quite a good 2 hours and energising. That's something I still use when I run, so certainly when I'm tired, when I'm aching, if I'm in the middle of a race and feel like I might be flagging or just losing the will a little bit, I sort of use that affirmation, that sort of focus of I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm magnificent. I try not to say it out loud, but I have a rhythm with it and it goes with my pace. And then that's the second one.
We're going to start in the starting pen. The start is those two flags. You are heading that way.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Oh, Dad, he's really putting it out there. Get on.
Come on, pal. Come on, he's there.
Very occasionally it's very, very painful, but only very occasionally. It's often exhausting. It's quite often tiring, but it's always good fun. Good chemicals that are released in your body because of running or because of doing exercise or because of getting out, and they are positive for the body. One, it helps your general fitness, but two, it's going to help your emotional state in all sorts of ways. One in a chemical way, one in just the fact that your achievement, you've done something, you've gone out, you might have interacted with someone, you might have got away from a stressful situation, time to think, time to download and then make sense of. It's quiet time. Really like running on my own occasionally. It's nice to get out and have that freedom, and not have to think about anything particular. But going out with a group, either running with a group or running with someone, and especially races, just very sociable, which is one of the reasons I joined the club. Yes, my job is stressful, and it's very emotional. I do a lot of sitting around, either at the desk or with people. So being able to get out and move and power my head down, really, just empty my head. And I think in that sense it's a bit like mindfulness, it's just taking your mind off other things and focusing. I've been in mental health since 1980, September 1980, so 36 years. I think anybody can benefit from getting out and doing some sort of exercise, whether you're depressed, low in mood, fed up, whether you're just stagnant with your life, whether you've got into a rut, doing something, changing something, going for a run, doing some exercise, joining a club, doing something is always positive. It's very hard for people if they're depressed to make those decisions, but without doubt most people that are going to be depressed or low in mood are going to probably be a little bit more isolated. They're probably not going to be doing very much. They're probably not going to feel energized. They're probably not going to want to get up. They're probably not going to want to do all sorts of things. So it is a difficult thing to do. But without doubt, I think if you can do something or start something, that can only be positive. As far as I'm concerned, there are no negatives to that. Some days I sit here and just think, actually I don't want to go out today, I can't be bothered, or it's too wet outside, or I'd rather have something to eat, or I can always find something else to do. So I think addicted is too strong a word. I don't know what other word to use for it.
Well, I'm going to have a think about that. I have to come
Well,
back to
I'll let you think. I'll tell you the
Okay.
answer. I'll tell you the answer.
Slow down. And the women, Susan Partridge and others who are hoping to beat these two and to run in.
I want to come in the top half of all the races. I don't want to be below that, so I push myself. And it's easier to run and identify people in front of you and say, right, that's the next person I'm going to catch up, and then just focus on that, and then run, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. So it energises you. It's interesting. small selection of t-shirts that you get at the end of each race. Usually you get a medal. Sometimes you'll get a mug instead of a medal, which is nice because you can use a mug, can't use a medal. From 10Ks, 10 miles, lot of half marathons in here, marathons and an ultra. Some of them are really pretty, like those Wessex Ridgeway, which is a 70-mile relay race, made their own pot one, which is probably the nicest medal I've got really. These medals are from Bideford this year. If you enter all 3 races and complete, the medals actually join up and make a scene, and next year they'll be in silver, and then the year after they'll be in gold, so they're quite nice. That's a Neolithic marathon, shows you point to point in the places you go. London shows you the Thames. The Bideford Bay 50, which shows you the coastline from Hartland to Bideford. But they all have a bit of a story and all have a bit of a meaning, so I don't think it's about what they look like, more about what they represent. My favourite t-shirt is a one from the Grizzly, which is a 20-mile off-road course that I've now done for 6 years. So those have quite good Survivor written on the back, and each year it's been going about, I don't know, 25 years or something, so each year they have a theme. So that one was called Valley of the Bogs. That was called Grime and Punishment. This year, this one was called Dash to Delirium. This one was called Grin and Bear It. There's a big bear paw print on all of them. And my favourite one's in the wash because I've just worn it today. When I first started running, it was great getting t-shirts. I've now got to have more drawers, and I've got a bag in the loft as well, so I'm a bit over t-shirts now really. However many this is, plus this again. I don't know how many that is, probably 150 t-shirts. Retired road shoes, new road shoes, spot the similarity. Road shoes as well, but barefoot road shoes, fell shoes, very muddy trail shoes, trail shoes not so muddy, and barefoot trail shoes. So that's what I'm using at the moment. Those get changed about every 6 months, every 500 miles. Those get changed a little less. Certainly a big part of my life, and probably one of the things I've done most of consistently out of anything I've ever done. But I wouldn't. I think that's the difference. I was going to say I couldn't give it up. I guess I could. I wouldn't want to. And maybe that's the difference between the addiction in the true sense of the word.
So does it help with stress?
Yeah, I don't do stress anymore.
Because of running?
Because of wisdom.